It is written in 1 Corinthians 13 verse 8 said, "Love never fail." It is a reflection of Josephine Butler's faith journey. She was born in 1828 in England, a woman whose courage changed history. Her faith and love for Christ is a driving force to fight for women's education, legal equality, and to end the underage prostitution and human trafficking. Now, you might not see her name in every textbook, but Josephine's story is one of fierce determination, deep faith, and a tireless fight for justice for women. Born in Victorian England, Josephine was raised in a world where women were mostly invisible, their voices muffled by strict laws and customs, but her faith pushed her to see things differently. She believed that every woman, no matter her background or faith, deserved the dignity and freedom. That belief sparked a fire and determination in her to make better changes. Imagine walking these Parisian streets in the late 1800s. Josephine visited places like this, not for leisure, but to listen to stories others ignored, and left behind the cries of women trapped in poverty, the pain of women forced into prostitution, the silent suffering of those trafficked across borders. Driven by her Christian faith and love for others, Josephine didn't just pray for change. She took it into action to fight for a better future for women. She campaigned for women's rights, arguing that women deserve say in the laws that govern them. She fought for access to universities and better education, so they could shape their own futures. One of her fiercest battles was against coverture. A law that made married women legally did not have the legal capacity to hold their own property or contract on their own behalf, but under their spouse. Josephine used her voice to demand the law to be reformed, insisting that a woman's life and property should be her own. But she didn't stop there. Josephine led the charge to end underage prostitution and human trafficking. Josephine was facing a ridicule and even threats for her life. She bravely visited the brothels to help the women. She also met with the lawmakers to end an act which unfairly targeted women, and organized rallies, always guided by the belief that her faith required action, her focus on others instead of her own safety. Through it all, Josephine's faith was her compass. It gave her resilience to fight for justice and dignity. It taught her to see the values and redemption in women who are often overlooked where society throws shame and judgment. Josephine brings that real change and hope that comes when conviction meets compassion and when faith becomes a force for justice. God answered her prayers, and she led the successful campaign to repeal the Contagious Diseases Acts, and her advocacy helped end underage prostitution, the quiet hero whose journey of faith helped pave the way for women. Josephine is a pioneer for women's rights and a voice for the voiceless. Thank you for watching. Until we meet again, take care and stay well.